What is up, guys? Amaya here with Learn Mobile Paint and Body, coming at you live stream. Hopefully this thing is on. If you guys can see the stream, please let me know. Post a comment below. If you can hear me, let me know. Just type a comment in there. But today's video, guys, is gonna be about how to make money on a rainy day. Believe it or not, I get this question asked a lot. You know, who doesn't get rain? Whatever city you're in, you probably get snow, or just brutal heat. But for those people that do mobile paint and body repairs, and you are in a city where it happens to rain, it happens. So what can you do, right? Like they say, save up for a rainy day. Um, I started off in Austin, Texas, doing the mobile paint and body repair, working for another company, and eventually ended up moving to Houston, Texas, and started up my own company. But Houston is like one of the wettest, most humid cities there is. Like it's the armpit of America, believe it or not. I mean, it could be cloudy outside, but it's still humid because we're so close to the sea. Um, but basically, in Houston, Texas, I mean, I haven't looked at the chart of how many days we get rain, but it's up there. Like, out of 365 days, I'm going to guess. I'm going to look it up later, but I want to say there's at least, I don't know, maybe 60 days, maybe even 90 days of rain, just because, I mean, it's like it rains every month here. But yeah, guys, so this video is about, what do you do? So in the beginning, I did work at a car auction, and when it rained, they had buildings that were basically accessible for me to use. And so what we would do is we would pull the cars in there. So if you're a mobile painter, you're probably going to have some dealership accounts. Having these dealership accounts, most of the time, they're going to have like a detail shop or some type of space that's just literally unused where you can pull a car in there and work on a car. Now, the only thing that I would recommend is if you are set up at a dealership and they have a space that you can use, you always want to ask permission. You never want to just claim a spot and then start spraying and come to find out, they didn't want you to use that spot. But if they really want you to get their, cars fixed, then you're going to have to do something like that. So, you know what, guys, I am curious. So let's just, let's look it up. Let's see how, oh, what is this? Okay. Um, let's see how many days it does rain in Houston, just because I'm so curious. But just to give y'all an idea, how many days does it rain in Houston, Texas? Okay. So, oh, look at that. Okay. On average, there are 204 sunny days per year in Houston. Houston gets some kind of precipitation on average 90 days per year. Hey, it's not bad. It's kind of like what I was guessing. Rain, snow, sleet, or hail sometimes in a week, guys. Like that happens all within a week, believe it or not. It's happened before. In order for precipitation to be counted, you have to get at least 0.01 inches on the ground to measure. Okay, so as you can tell, guys, like Houston is, I mean, 100 days, close to 100 days. that you're gonna be getting rain. So with that being said, guys, like some people they don't work, or they say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna need this." Um, they say, "Oh, I can't do anything. It's raining." Um, so what you can do is cultivate these accounts. Okay, say if you got one dealership, or you got two dealerships, or you have three dealerships. Maybe you could talk to the person in charge at one of those dealerships, and you could make a special deal and let them know, hey, on rainy days, instead of me charging you 150 a bumper, I'll do 125. But I need a place to knock it out. I need to have somewhere where I can work, where I'm not going to get rained on. And you can try that with different dealerships to kind of secure your work, right? I did have one account a while back that they actually had a warehouse, and they didn't even use the warehouse. I mean, it was just pretty much just an empty warehouse. Um, and at first, I didn't want to ask, because it was like, well, that's kind of like their space and they might use it. But guys, it never hurts to ask. If you're doing work for these accounts, trust me, they're okay with the discount, and you get to work on a rainy day. So that's my take for you guys to on how to make money. Um, the other way that you can make money too is you could just say you have a garage, you have a space at your home that you can work from. You could just very well paint parts in there, whether it's a door handle, a mirror, uh, that type of stuff. You could just pick up these parts, bring them to your house, and knock them out. Even if it's 100, 200, 300 bucks worth of work. I mean, still that's something, guys. The other alternative that you could do to make money on a rainy day is, um, say there's a lot of neighboring towns um, close to your city. You could actually work in a city that's adjacent to where you're at. So I travel to a city about an hour away from Houston. Now, it might rain in Houston. There might be a forecast in Houston for rain, and it might not be raining where I'm going. And so, a lot of time, guys, I kid you not, it's raining in Houston, but I'm in another city, an hour and 10 minutes away, not going to work out. So that's an alternative too. Like if you build some accounts and let's say it's Monday today, it's going to rain Wednesday, I would call that account outside of town and say, "Hey, I'm going to be in that area Tuesday and Wednesday. Do y'all guys have anything?" Kind of let them know ahead of time. And more than likely they'll, line stuff up for you where you can actually knock stuff out and you can go out there and work. Worst case scenario, they say no, and you can find something to do in Houston or the city where you're at, and knock some work out. The other thing too that I've done before when it rains is there's a lot of um, in the city where they have these tall skyscrapers, 60, 70 floor skyscrapers. I know here in Houston they have a few companies that they do like mobile detailing. So what these companies do is the people that work in these office buildings, they arrive, they give the valet their key, and sometimes they just want to get their interior cleaned up or vacuumed or washed and detailed on the outside or whatever. And so these companies take care of the cars that are actually parked, within these buildings. And when you have a 60, 70 floor building, I mean, you're talking about a few hundred people that are going in and out every single day. So what you could do is, if you have a big city in your town, you could actually, as a mobile painter, go and offer touch ups, just touch ups. And the reason I say just touch ups for those types of companies that are set up already in with the building management is, you don't want to get into, the waste and the fumes and the overspray if you're going to do bumper repairs in an enclosed areas. Um, we've been called out before to go and do work like that inside an enclosed area, but it's always dark. There's too many cars. There's no space in between, and it's not like you can go to the top floor to spray in open air. A lot of those parking spots are like the first few levels or down below underground. And so what you can do is do a touch up. It doesn't take a lot of effort. You don't have too much materials. So you go and work a contract with this company that offers these valet services or detailing services, and you say, hey, look, I'll offer my touch up services at $75 a car, and you can mark it up to 125. And a lot of those people drive nice cars. They have new cars. So you go and do, 6 cars or whatever, $300, easy money, all for just doing touch ups. What you'll probably need is just good lighting, um, touch up brushes. You got to have your assortment of touch ups or your mixing bank where you can mix up the colors so you can touch up these cars. Now that's for like downtown. So that's another way, guys, that you can make money. A lot of times, just majority of the time, is when it's a rainy day. A lot of my accounts know that I'm not able to work retail as much, and so they start calling in to actually get better deals on their repairs for their vehicles. And so it's a win-win combination. They know I need a place to basically paint when it's rainy, and they want to save money, and I want to work on a rainy day. So in a city of 7 million, or I think it's 8 million people, guys, there's going to be at least bare minimum 2 or 3 accounts out there that you can cultivate and work in their facility, right? I mean, there's just so many dealerships and accounts. So, I just want to share that with you guys. That's the top ways that just come out of the top of my mind of how to make money on a rainy day. Either you need some type of roof over your head, you work from home, or you work, providing a simpler, easier in and out service, and pair up with another company that's, in the related field of what you do, such as if the valet company that does interior cleaning in downtown Houston, and you want to offer touch-up services. There's always a way, guys, to make money. So if y'all have any comments or want to, ask any questions, please comment below. And I will try to post more videos for you guys to check out. I'm still working on the one about my my setup of where I work out of. It's basically just a trailer, an 8x5 trailer, but I'm going to show y'all all my consumables, my mixing bank, and everything that I use to work throughout the day. And stick around, guys. I'll keep y'all posted. So peace out.